stepped in the ring, firelight in my eyes. Cold steel ready, no room for goodbyes. Broken dreams on a rusted old trail. Dust in my boots, I ain't here to fail. Heart's racing wild, breath hanging thin. One wrong step and it's back to where you've been. The stakes are high, no second chance. You ride or you fall, this life ain't a dance. There ain't no saving, no safe ground. Just crack those spurs and battlegrounds. Lord, every stumble carves a name. Light that torch and stake your claim. Lord, no rest for the wicked. Ride hard or lay low. There ain't no checkpoint down that road. Hold your steel, let the fire rise in your chest. One shot, one life. Now fight like the best. Fade to black, nah, I ride again. Scars on my soul and a storm in the wind. Ghosts of the past try to take their toll, but I saddle up strong with a burning soul. Thunder rolls in the heat of the fight. Cold sweat grips when it cuts just right. You're done, says fate, but I ain't through. Cause I was born to lose and still ride true. Rise from dust to flame. In the still, we forge our name. In pain, in flame. Lord, ain't no saving, no safe ground. Just crack those spurs and battleground. Lord, every stumble carves a name. In pain, in flame. Now fight like the best.
No rest. What's up, everybody? No peace. Just glory or grief. Woo. Hey, everybody. Hello and welcome. Thank you so much for coming in and checking this out, whether you're with me live or if you're watching this as a VOD. Special thank you so much for that. Today, we'll be doing another live stream giveaway. We're going to be giving away another copy of No Rest for the Wicked, and who knows, we might do then more than just one. We're also going to be stepping into hardcore, but this stream is also labeled Hot Scoops, and I was just so fortunate to be able to sit down and talk with Thomas Mahler about the future, about patch 1. We have the name. I don't know if he's going to be revealing that before the interview goes up, but we will be talking about some of the things that I know that we can absolutely share about what is coming up with patch number 1, what is to follow with the multiplayer update, timelines, the job system. That's a big part. So if you guys enjoy the content, be sure to like, subscribe, and check out the other stuff we have here on the channel for you. Now, all that being said, like I said, today's going to be a focus in on No Rest for the Wicked hardcore mode. We're going to see if we can't, how long we can continue our hardcore leveling. I believe, yep, this is my hardcore character. Hopefully I'm not in any kind of immediate danger. I also like to hang out with you guys in Discord. Top link in the description will get you over there. Just come in, jump into the chill room, and let's have some fun. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the gist of it all. So hopefully you guys are out there having fun no matter what you're doing, where you're at. We got Yamron joining in. Perfect timing, sir. How are you? See here, let me rearrange some of these windows. Hey, there he is. There he is. Cool. All right. Awesome. So I got so many chats up on the screen. Let me one more move, and there we go. As long as they don't have to click on any of that, I got it beautifully staggered. So we're ready to rock and freaking roll. How's your weekend, man?
Very long.
A long weekend.
Yes, I had my brother and sister over for my sister's birthday and Father's Day.
Okay.
I love them, but they're a bit much.
Yes. The ever-present friction of family.
Well, they're just a lot of they're very high energy, high strung. And I'm just not. Also, too, my mom's not in the best of conditions.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Not to get into it, but yeah, she's got some medication-induced arthritis.
Oh, it sucks.
Yeah, and like no lawyer will touch it. That's the case. So she's really
no.
pissed.
Dude,
but anyway,
no.
oh yeah, so it's like things are much harder for her now.
Okay.
And just my brother and sister don't really realize it because they're not home.
Ah, okay. So it's like out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah.
So it's like, wait, what do you mean? Yeah, it's kind of we like Julie's mom's kind of going through a lot of that right now. She's got MS, which that is just an awful disease. Yeah, and so she had to have knee surgery. So she's just had knee surgery and is in rehab right now. So it's like, good night. Yeah, which sucks because it's like, man, I tell you, like MS is such a brutal disease.
Yeah, I mean, isn't I don't want to get too morbid, but is that the one that is MS not the same as Lou Gehrig's disease?
I think those are different.
Yeah, Lou Gehrig's disease is the one that's like fatal.
Well, I mean, I think MS is fatal. Like the only knowledge I ever had of MS prior to this was from what's that show called? Had the White House. Martin Sheen was in it. Man, it was a great show. I cannot.
I do not recall.
Excellent show. Obviously.
I know the show you're talking about, but I don't remember what it's called.
Yeah. The West Wing. Yeah, there it is. The West Wing. Thanks, me. I was just like, oh my gosh, I'm mentally blocked on this.
ALS and MS. They're two different diseases.
Yeah. Boom. All right. Dude. Careful now. Careful. Woo! Hardcore characters, balance beaming, man, I tell you. Intensify.
Yeah, ALS is what I'm thinking of. Where it's like eventually it paralyzes your whole body and you just stop breathing.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Unbiased, what's up, dude? Thanks for coming in and hanging out, dude. Unbiased, if you want to come jump in and voice chat, bro, like this is the good time. We can promote those videos that you've been making. Just like we should continue to promote Yamron's book. let's keep those sales rolling, boys. Like, does this benefit you, Brian? Not at all. My friend made a book and I want to help him.
Appreciate it.
Hey, no problem, dude. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
Many people spend their lives just not, getting off the pot. It's just like make it happen.
Dude, I've been wanting to get off the pot for like a long time, for years, and I just finally said, you know what, screw it. I just want to, stop everything and let me get this done.
Yeah. That's the thing, man. And then that kind of energy and that I don't know. I hope that there's a level of satisfaction you got in oh, that exists now in the world, that it motivates you to keep going. And just I'm just gonna keep making stuff, I always kind of say, go ahead.
I mean, not to get too religious on here, but
oh, let's go real religious. Let's get the Latin. Let's speak the rest of this show in Latin, shall we? Dominis nomis Dei.
No, but like I've been getting a lot of inspiration from just like out of the blue.
Good.
And I thank God for that.
Dude, I think it's the Holy Spirit, man. Like it's just like.
I mean, listen. Ever since I published my book, I haven't had like the other stuff I was writing. I haven't even touched it.
Dude, that's great. That's awesome,
really.
news.
Yeah, no, it actually that gives me a not good feeling when I think about it.
Yeah, you know.
So, yeah, it sucks that it is a very sweet, but just slightly bitter situation because it was a piece that I cared about. It was a story that, you know, had a following.
Yeah.
And I just kind of threw it away. But I think if I will look back and say, rather, it was a good idea.
We got a question here. When's the game's release coming out? We'll talk about that one second. Roll. Unbiased says though, he'll jump in next time. Everyone at home is sick with the flu, dude. I'm so sorry. I know, and that caregiver life cycle, and then it just like it permeates through the kids. All right, see you in a bit. But all right, so full release. We do not have an official date. I've been trying to set expectations for maybe sometime in 2026. Raul, we do have a date on patch 1. When I say date, like it's pretty much confirmed. It's going to be timed with the Steam Summer Sale, so we don't have much longer to wait because that is actually kicking off, I think, here in 10 days. 10 days. What's up, Bruto? Yeah, so for those of you who didn't hear the intro, and I'm sorry for those watching the VOD, I won't have to, like, you know, keep repeating the intro of the show. I just finished an interview with Thomas himself. It was like an hour. It was like maybe like an hour and 40 minutes. We talked about a lot of stuff. Cut some of the stuff out, namely just like stuff that people aren't interested in, but it's just like dev to dev, you know, like, and the state of the industry stuff. That's kind of what we kind of clipped out. But that interview will go up maybe tomorrow. I hope tomorrow. And it's got some really cool stuff in it. Now, like I said, we know the name of the patch. Patch number 1 actually has a name. And we're also going to be getting like a Wicked Inside, like a mini Wicked Inside that's going to accompany the trailer. So they're going to kind of talk about, like, they're going to have a trailer. It's going to, you know, share all the stuff about what, you know, what's in the update. And then they're going to do some cool stuff. Jeez Louise. There we go. Boom, baby. Burden of the Beasts. Hooah. Let's see here. Uh-oh. 1 second. There we go. Don't see anybody chatting on Kick, so it's not really that big of a deal, but still. Someone's like, hey, what's up? Huh?
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
I had to help my mom with something.
Oh, it's all good. That's my life. Like, hey, I'm gonna. Oh no, someone needs help. Cool.
Except with you, it's usually kids.
Yeah, kids or wife. You know, it's like, oh.
Any changes to the attributes will be shipped on patch 1?
So no, the attribute update's gonna come more with the Combat 2.0 update, which we don't have a date on that, but we didn't actually go into a lot of that, dude. We went into a big discussion about the job system and just some of the thought process. We also talked about there's been a little bit of, well, at least I've seen a couple of comments, people a little bit frustrated because in the Breach update, the EULA changed. Somebody went through it and was like, oh, in the EULA, it talks about subscriptions. So just to give you guys the answer, Thomas was like, oh, that's just lawyer stuff. None of the devs actually read it. The lawyers just wanted to cover their CYA, cover their asses. They're like, you got to include this. You know, so I was like, all right, yeah, they're not changing their business model.
Always read the EULA.
You always read the EULA?
Well, you should always read the EULA. I don't always.
Should, yeah.
Generally, like, I say 3 out of 5, depending on the game. I'll read through the EULA. I'll just skim through it.
Yeah, you're a better man than me in that.
Like, but I also know what I'm looking at, so it doesn't take me as long.
Not me. I'm like, what? You know?
I'll be fair, you're dyslexic.
Yeah.
So
I'm just like, yeah. I mean, I don't like now though. With AI, like there could be like a EULA summary. Like, what am I actually agreeing to?
Yeah.
Like, oh.
I actually have been using AI lately, so.
It's a really interesting tool. It's
cool. I can't. It's good for. So like I've been using it for brainstorming stuff, helping me plot my story, not actually writing it. But I basically like, this is where I have to go. This is where I am. How do I get there?
Yeah.
That's what.
Oh, it's great for that kind of stuff.
So.
Rom says, do you want to see PvP? Yes, I do. We actually talked about PvP with Thomas, and just to continue to set so that everybody's on the same page, the multiplayer update will go live. They're going, PvP will be an update that follows it. So the first round of multiplayer updates is just going to be a PvE, PvE multiplayer. PvP multiplayer will be coming at a later date. It didn't sound like it's actually going to be, you know, like a big gap between them, but there is definitely going to be some kind of time frame. So I would start to estimate, you know, maybe, you know, 2 to 3 months after multiplayer goes live, do they do the PvP edition. All right, let's go here.
I also used AI for market research.
Oh, that's an interesting use of it. I obviously use it to clip up the podcast because it's like, all right, save me all kinds of time.
Yeah. Well, actually, I would say hello.
Debrin, what's going on, dude?
Not much.
How you been, sir? We haven't hung out in a while.
Been dealing with in real life stuff.
Oh, dude,
I'm
man.
between jobs at the moment.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, dude. Like, what kind of job are you looking for?
Data processing, reconciliation. I can do finance, or really just I can learn anything, so long as it's a standard office job. But
Okay. Well, if I hear anything, I'll hopefully try to remember that you're out there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dude, I love this mace. Fast and powerful. Yes. I'm gonna have to get some more things slotted into it. All right, let's see here. Actually, let me look at what I currently have. New attribute points. Oh, I could put something else on this. Let's get that done. Oh man, I only have 3 of these? Jeez Louise. Sweet. After backstab. Bummer. Alright. So anyway, good luck to you, sir, on finding yourself a new job. Hope that goes. How long you been out of work?
Since start of June.
Okay.
I'm in touch with some staffing agencies, so hopefully it's not going to take too long.
That's what I always kind of also try to recommend to people who are like, I'm looking for. It's like, man, I don't know, man. If you want to work with a recruiter, especially if you're not getting any hits, just to, you know, they can start to get those things found out a little bit easier.
Yeah, that's been my only luck the last 2 times I've gotten a job, and it's like, do you want to go on LinkedIn or Indeed and put in an application along with 130 other people, or
Yeah.
do you want to just like be on a reserve list of, hey, we need to fill these positions now?
Like, oh yeah, exactly, yeah. I think my first
The only
job
problem-
came from a temp filling position.
Yeah, my biggest issue is that I actually like got a bunch of raises at the last place that I worked at, so now like all the open jobs are for a lot less money than what I'm looking for now. But I'm totally open for the same work. It's just that they want to pay me a lot less to do it.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Unbiased says, oh man, I was also laid off. Used to be an engineering manager, but man, the software scene is so badly managed by people making bad calls. And usually they never pay the price. It's the employees. Dude, that's hard cold facts, dude. Like it's not the guys who make the bad calls. They get the golden parachutes. It's the people who are like, oh, I need this job. And you're like, oh, okay. That's nuts, dude. Absolutely nuts. I remember I literally didn't hire a guy because it's like the company I was working for and I was interviewing was like they were just doing some bonehead stuff. They ended up going out of business. Surprise, surprise. Now, before then, they were like, we got to hire. And they're like, you know, and it was this, we got to hire. We got to, oh no, stop, don't hire. We got to scale up. We got to scale down, scale up, scale down. It was so chaotic. It just wasn't, you know, it wasn't healthy. Now, all that being said is like, I just knew that I was like, they're okay. We're in one of these like hiring things. And I was like, well, I had two people that I really liked as candidates. One was a family guy who had a stable job. It wasn't like he was unemployed. I was like, oh, a stable job. He's working at, you know, and he's got a wife and a kids. And I had another guy who was single, living at home with his parents. And I hired the single guy because I was like, back in my mind, I was like, I don't know if this job's going to be here in 2 months. And lo and behold, it wasn't. So I was like, oh man, I don't want to take the guy out of like the family man out of a stable environment. I'll take the unemployed kid who works for, you know, lives at home.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he was great. He was great at his job. It just was like, yep.
Yeah, they outsourced our department to India.
Oh.
They're keeping only the
That's
client-facing positions in the U.S. office.
Oh yeah. Have you heard about like whitewashing with AI? In just that same kind of concept where it's like they will work with a company that uses AI just so they don't have to say that they are using AI. And I think it's in the same way, something similar with India, like what you just said, where it's like, oh, our customer facing folks are here in the US, but then everybody else, oh well.
Yep.
And did y'all hear about that AI company where AI means actually Indians, where they actually work?
Yeah.
Dude, that's so funny, man.
I mentioned it.
Oh my gosh, Julie and I got a kick out of that. We've been laughing our heads off about that one. Like, wow, dude. It's, you know, it's a whole new era, like an age is like we live in a, you know, the bet if you're, I don't know, like I was gonna say, like if you were gonna get scammed, this is the best time for that scam. Whoa, what was that noise? Hold on, I'm fighting. I'll figure out what that noise meant here in a second. Oh, okay. Boom, salaka. All right, let's see here. There was a cool sound effect. PMS Jordan with a 50-bit cheer. Oh man, what's happening? Hello to you. If you guys aren't following PMS Jordan, she streams on Twitch now. I don't know if she's been unemployed. I know she got laid off because her boss was an asshole. wanted her to work like 80 freaking hours, or she wasn't a team player. And I'm like, dude, that is rough. Yeah. Oh, it was absolutely garbage move. But yeah, so she's been streaming. And I've been enjoying that when I've been able to hang out, which is cool. So I don't know how you're in school, Jordan. So it's like you're how long of a runway you have. So it's like, yeah, streaming's great when you don't need to worry about the cheers rolling in. Thanks. I hadn't heard that notification in either a long time or ever. I can't not recall. Thank you so much for those 50 bits. Need to put in some fun things for bit rewards again. There we go. Anybody up here? Yep. Jordan, have you played this game at all, by the way? Because we are giving away a copy. I need to actually, yeah, let me just make sure I get that giveaway rolling, just so people can enter. Now, you will have to be here to win. Let's see here. Nightbot. The dashboard giveaways. All right. Oh. All right. If enter into the giveaway. Boom. I'm gonna pin that. It will have to be on the YouTube side of things, just as a heads up to all those folks around the interwebs. Perfect. All right. Can I? Yes, I can. Oh yeah. I love. I think of it as the link move. Oh, highly recommend it. And in the next update, they're adding in realm tiers for those people who you're like, maybe they don't have the hand dexterity like they used to, or the games just be too troublesome. They're adding in realm tiers, so you can, and then that will eventually evolve into full-fledged customization. And I even was talking to Thomas, the guy, and he was like, yeah, I was like, give us the ability to share out our builds too, for our rule sets, so that would be something really interesting to see. Oh guys,
is the intent for the game to stay single player?
No, it's the multiplayer update is going to be something that mathematically I've been thinking late July at the earliest, August most likely, and then I would say probably before October for sure, that we will see the multiplayer update roll out, which I think is going to be so nice.
Yeah, I played Elden Ring Seamless Co-op with a friend of mine, and basically a whole bunch of higher difficulty co-op games that I usually would play with just anybody. I have to play certain games with just him because, he carries me sometimes. But,
As a good friend should.
Yeah, exactly. I'm really good at build craft. He's just really good at execution. So
nice.
But
Sully to your mic.
There it is. All right, we have officially made it as far as we made it last time on hardcore. I am now officially level 13. Hardcore means when I die, my character is no longer a hardcore character. Let's see here. Woot woot is right. We're rocking a faith build. I'm gonna give myself a little bit more health, a little bit more faith. Boom City.
With the remaster of Final Fantasy Tactics coming out in September, I'll probably be playing that, and then I'll try to jump into co-op after a couple of patches have come out.
Dude, Tactics, freaking so excited. Also, fun fact, Thomas's favorite Final Fantasy, and we keep calling it, and he called it the job system as well. That's essentially one of the big Combat 2.0 updates. He's drawing heavy inspiration from Final Fantasy Tactics. Heavy. I'm talking the one thing, and it was a really interesting answer. I asked him, I was like, so in Tactics, you get XP, but you also get JP, and you use that JP to basically unlock all your features is the development term, but your spells and your abilities and whatnot, right? So they're currently not decided on, do they just go pure XP, or they are right now leaning into having SP as this additional kind of resource currency that you get, obviously, to handle that level of progression. But that's going to be interesting to see, because it's the Combat 2.0 update, in my mind, is much further off. I don't think you see Combat 2.0 this year, for example, but I do see it perhaps dropping early next year, because he also was it's not actually as most of the work's already been done, but there's still plenty of work to do, for example. But
I mean, if he's taking inspiration, he can add the mediator job, and so you can charm enemy monsters so you can play a pet class.
Dude, well, he has confirmed Necromancer is coming, so they will be Will be
That's
pack
cool.
classes. Yeah.
Nice.
Yes. Very nice. Dude, but yes, Tactics is coming back. I'm like, one of the things I'm just waiting to find out is it is coming to like Xbox. It's kind of as, you know, Switch 2, Steam, PlayStation, etc. Now, Xbox's big thing is play anywhere, and the, you know, Final Fantasy 16, all these other games have continually dropped into play anywhere. But right now, I don't know if Tactics is play anywhere. If it is, I think that's where I'm going to get it. But if it is not, then I think I might get it on Steam as well as Final Fantasy, the Switch 2, just because like that sounds like A, if I can afford, I can afford 2 copies. B, that would be a really nice thing to have, just to support more Tactics and hopefully get more Tactics in our life.
I would hope that the crossover of console, PC, etc. is broad enough that between the Switch 2 and the Steam Deck, people that want to play that game portably will be satisfied.
Yeah.
I would hope.
Time to move. I had to take out those guys who could just keep sniping me all day long. Move.
Hashtag dodge roll.
Hashtag, it's not just a dodge roll, it's the fat dodge roll. Yeah, because I'm chompy. Got one. Oh, get out of there. Get out of there. Ah, missed him. Charge it up. Woo! Get out of there. Let's not let him get too much of an advantage on me. Ooh. And don't get too cocky, Brian. Got him. Oh, maybe. All right, and some I-Core too. I did this bounty today, died about 3 times. Dude, the Bash Brothers here are no joke. You can get so quickly overwhelmed. I think a lot of it has to, that's why you saw me take out the little archers, you know, first and foremost, because they just like, you know, will pick at you and then it will interrupt your attacks and you'll, you know, like, oh no. Skazman says patch number 1 might drop in a week or 2 from what I heard. Yes, that is exactly correct, Skaz. I just talked with Thomas about it. Interview should hopefully be up for y'all tomorrow. But he did say, like, we were, you know, like, oh, you know what would be a really great time? Steam Summer Sale, which is, I think kicks off on the 26th. So roughly speaking, I would estimate maybe around 10 days until the patch. And they're calling it the Breach Refined, I think, or he said it's the tentative name right now is the Breach Refined. I was like, all right, let's go. So that's a much better name than just constantly calling it Patch 1, because one of the things I have to spend a good chunk of time in the comments is like people are like, 1.0 game's releasing, like no. So like same thing. It's that after the multiplayer update rolls out, they'll call the next thing like probably patch 1 from kind of the multiplayer build. So not confusing at all.
Yeah, that has been a new thing with early access games like this, where you have large content drops that have like big game names as if it's like an expansion to a game that hasn't even come out yet.
Mm-hmm. It's actually really great for marketing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like V Rising did that, and I played through it like 4 times.
V Rising. That's the name of the game I couldn't remember in the video. I was like, it's not Vampire Survivors. It's something else. The Saz says it's funny that the feedback survey included references to co-op when it's not part of the live build yet. Exactly. I was like, potential multiplayer, sure.
Submit feedback. Are we there yet?
Are we there yet? Can we multiplayer? Dude, I can't wait. Like, it's gonna be so fun. He did confirm that there will be a guest mode for multiplayer, so we'll all be able to play without like having to worry. Because I was like, if everybody's always a citizen, it's gonna be really hard to, you know, team up and play with everybody. But you can have the concept of guests, so that it's like, yep, join in, let's all go. Yes. Oh. I need to sell some loot. All right. Ooh. What's this stat? Strength for the ore. Okay. I'm not doing a strength build.
You can't go up the creek without the paddle.
It's true. Ooh, frost buildup, dude. I might have to hold on to those for now. Wow, look at this thing. Focus cost decreased 25% full focus. Heat damage increased 12%. Item weight decreased by 10. Like, those are like 2 perfect rolls already on this hood, and it's got better defense than what I currently have. I might swap that in. Oh, I like this much better.
I agree with you, C-Man. I would actually hope that co-op is only through like private IP joining, like peer-to-peer, or like privated games. I could see the appeal in lobbies, but I don't think a game like this really works as well when you're playing with randos because of the difficulty.
They'll have like matchmaking for PvP, like arena and stuff like that. So it's like there is a value in that one. It's like I don't really care who I play against, but when it's generally with people, I don't know. There's a value in, you know, like, hey, I want to go do something, and you know, anybody available, kind of putting a, you know, hey, feel free to jump in kind of aspect. Wicked builds, what's happening, dude? What's your subscriber count, by the way? I'm hoping to put you get some more traction for you, dude. Last week Julie and I celebrated 15 years marriage, so we went out to Billy Bob's, went dancing, and so then I spent the weekend with the kids. So the hardcore streams, which was doing like Saturday mornings, like I'm not at the house because we're currently having all this work done, so all the whole family is like staying with my parents and then Julie's parents, and we're actually going to be in Arkansas here in a little bit, which will be fun. So you won't see content or streams from me. So maybe one more video this week, and then I won't be on the podcast, but thankfully the round table is got it covered. We're gonna still do a show. All right, so this is another week late, but let me go get my unlock from, oh, that's right. Go unlock my stuff. So what do I have? I have 2 ring slots and no rings. Well, that's a bummer. I bought these with the anticipation that I'd have rings.
them naked fingers.
I mean, I'll take an armor increase ring because I don't have any other option right now. All right. But yeah, I get my third ring slot. No rings. Cool. Ooh, what do we got here? Holy prisoner rags. Regenerate health in combat. Stamina increased by up to 17%. Base of durability. Damage taken increased. Oh, excuse me. Blah. 250. All right. I think last I checked, you're around 200. So keep on trucking. Yeah, I don't want that one. Hold on to you. Gain 10% health on kill. Okay. Not too shabby. Okay, cool. What's up, Dragon Goof? I butchered your name, though. Just call you Drag.
Dragunov.
Dragnoff. I was thinking like Ganondorf. So you made this for me? Okay, so I've seen you struggling around with them big ass swords, so you made this for me. All right. Hey, what's up, Galliant? Over on Kick. How's it happening? The damage, yep. Making sure I keep up with the chats. It's not your real name. And one eye core. It's gonna be, oh man, this is a choice. I unlock the third slot. That gives me a bunch if I get some good rings. Or I boost my life ability to heal in combat. No, we didn't talk about that, Says. Did I do? That's actually a really good question. I'll try to bring that up to him. I think essentially it's more, you know, they're like constantly doing stuff. Galliant says, Lingen, living the dream, my friend. Cigars and scotch going down. Dude, that's awesome. I have a bottle, I think it's scotch. I haven't opened it up. It's from my birthday a while back. Is it scotch? Scotch whiskey, yeah. So it's like, friend got that for me and had it for a few years. I think I'll pop this open when I turn 45 or something. Some big milestone. Dude, the RNG will get you for sure. All right, I'm gonna go with the ring slot. There we go. Now we just gotta find some rings.
Time to farm some mutations so you can get up to 30 fingers.
Ooh. I'm just trying to live longer than I did on my last hardcore character. Which so far I think we're there, but we'll find out when I die if I make it. It's like I need to make it past 8 hours. Level 13 was where I died last time, and so I'm getting close to level 14, but can't get cocky. All right, let's see here. It does look like I would benefit greatly from doing some upgrades to my gear, though. Oh, right, I got to upgrade. Maybe I should focus in on upgrading the town a little bit. Let's crack it open, man. Dude, it's a date. We got a little while to go, though, because my weight loss has slowed down dramatically, and I'm like, I'm not going to start drinking now. Let's see here. All right, Lenore's enchantment shop. Let's see here. Tailor shop. Let's get them going. And general goods. Make sure there's not one that I can rock and roll with. All right. Okay. Just got some of that funded. I've been trying to get the legendary fist weapon. I have not seen the that myself. I'd love to play around with it because I'm enjoying my strength build. Maybe if we die, maybe I'll go run some Crucible as my monk, and we'll see if we can't get streamer luck. It's like, all right, streamer drop rates increase.
I don't know much about this game, but is it possible to beat someone by knocking them off a ledge?
Oh, absolutely.
So,
it's so easy to die too.
can you do that to bosses?
Yeah.
Okay,
if
I
you
think
know,
I might try a knockback build in this game.
dude, let me know how that goes.
When I'm playing in co-op, at least, that might do it.
I have this. There's a massive amount of satisfaction because I've been pushed off of plenty of edges in my day, but there's a lot of satisfaction I get from, knocking enemies, big and small, into the abyss and be like, not coming back from that now. Dude, I love how fast this build is. Did I already lower the stairs? I did. Yeah, good. I'm sure there's a way. I'm sure there's a way. To be fair, like I haven't seen many or any probably bosses that do have things that can anybody fall off, but I'm sure that's coming. Oh yeah, there he goes.
Man, that guy must do CrossFit. He was hanging onto that cliff with his toes.
Yeah. Yeah, chat says, Wikibuild says, I've seen the Echo Knight fall plenty of times. One time he fell and survived even. The rat. That's when you're like, can I throw bombs down there? Finish you
No,
off.
let him run back up. He needs his cardio.
Go. As a reminder, we are doing a giveaway for the game itself. If you are you just signed up for the gym, nice job, Gallant. Way to go, dude. Let's make this year a great year for everybody. We are giving away a copy, and if you want to enter in to win, just type in Wicked on the YouTube side of things, and we will do a giveaway when I do die. And or at least at a minimum, at least once in the stream. Maybe more, we'll see. There we go. Could have got that backstab. I should have used the backstab there. You're 100% right. Worried that guy's gonna just jump out of the ground. Oh, there he is! Time to move, you! Oh, dear Lord! Oh, I hate him so much. You know what? I'm not gonna fight him. Brave Sir Robin, you know.
But the giveaway could have been so soon.
Yeah. Guys, I'm here for the game. Like, die already. If I fight him with kicks only, you'll do a giveaway? Wicked. All right. Now I need to have to figure out how to do kicks. Like, I guess that would be the fist weapon that you do that running kick thrust. Dude, I didn't know how good this this mace was until now, man. Like it feels great. Yeah, I think it's got a nice range to it. Versatily, decently fast. Doesn't like drain. I can get, you know, easily 3 attacks in if I want. There it is.
Actually, the animations for mining and wood cutting are probably the best I've seen in any game.
And they're going to get even better. They're going to add like so I've been playing Super Mario RPG. It's a game that I loved as a kid, and they remade it, and I didn't pick it up until I got my Switch 2. And I've been having a hard time putting it down. So I got Tears of the Kingdom and Super Mario RPG, and the game that I keep playing is Super Mario RPG. And it's got this little aspect to it. If you guys I don't remember if it was in the original or not, but long story short, you can press a button before the attack. In a way, it's like there's an Expedition 33. I'm like, oh, you can parry or dodge attacks, basically. You can also enhance your attacks when you go on the offensive, so that you time your button press right and you get some added benefits. That's what they're going to be adding into the gathering in the next patch. Patch 1, for those of you who haven't heard, they're currently calling it Breach Refined, and that's going to have this extra little thing so that when you gather, you don't have to do it. You don't have to play the little thing, but if you time it right, you're going to get added benefits from gathering. And they're also adding XP and focus gain from gathering as well, which is just like awesome. Now, David says, I finished the main story after about 35 hours and I am level 26. I haven't touched the Crucible. What level should I be as a strength build to attempt the Crucible and clear the bosses? What's interesting is I think it scales to your level, because I've actually had better runs at lower levels up to a point. So it's really going to be definitive based off of your build, David. So just note that how you have yourself set up, like you could be crushing it right now. Or you might run into some resistance. So then it's just a matter of going in and grinding. You will be getting some XP on those runs, but it's not going to be the most efficient. So be sure to make, like, don't forego getting that experience, because that is going to help increase your stats. So based off of the fact that you're level 26, that probably is the highest scaling that it does. So getting 4 additional levels is only going to help pad out your stats, which is going to make your runs even easier. 1 second. My watch keeps saying, like, I need an update. It's like, all right, I keep forgetting to keep it plugged in so it doesn't update. Dreg says it definitely scales to your levels. It's harder at max level if you don't have exalteds. All right, good point. I didn't know if it was like a direct scale or if it was like how the world is where it's tiered scaled. It's like, oh, you've hit a certain milestone. Dude, Expedition 33 is great, Gallant. So good. Currently level 30 is the max level. I don't expect that to always be the case. Oh, baby. Level 14! There we go. It's like get real careful around them ledges. Yeah, Wicked. So Twitch, Kick, X, yeah, Facebook. Trying to think if there's any place else I'm live. But yeah, the top link for like the Discord and everything, Wicked. And I'd hope, yeah, feel free to jump in the Discord if you want to come hang out and chat and voice. It's absolutely free, guys. The top link will get you to the Discord. It'll get you to any of the platforms I'm on. Yeah. So boom, boom, boom. And then for anybody who wants to come join in and discuss the game and more, like, yeah, open mic, man. I kind of treat this as like a fun call-in show podcast, at least, hopefully fun. Yeah, stream into those grannies on Facebook. It's interesting because, like, while I get that aspect, as a stand-up comic, so much business is run through Facebook. There is so much, like, networking that happens on Facebook for if you're in the stand-up comedy scene.
Well, if you do stop by in Discord, you can take my seat. I gotta start working on what's gonna be for dinner.
Ah, what is gonna be for dinner? What's the...
I don't know. Gotta work with my roommate on that.
All right, cool.
All right, well, take care. Thanks for the stream.
Thanks for hanging out, man. Appreciate you. Good hanging out again. All right. I'm nervously walking down these stairs. Oh, dear God. There we go. Have any better food? Do I have a video of my stand-ups? Yeah, it's on the comedy channel, Ginger Prime Comedy. The one I have up that's public is semi-censored, especially because it's like there have been people who've tried to cancel me over it. For those, in just to set context, like I think in comedy you can pretty much and should be able to say whatever you want as long as it's funny. And so some of my comedy is very offensive. Off color. Yeah. Now that's like one of the goals is because like one of the reasons that I wrote, I was just like, I'm going to try to think of as much offensive things as I can and make fun of it. Was because I'm like generally in real life always afraid that I'm going to offend somebody. And so I was like, I just kind of got to rip that Band-Aid off. And then most of the comedy that I've been writing now has been more like, I don't know, dude, I love Nate Bergazzi. I think he's got a really good style. And so the joke I wrote about gingers are black now. I hope that people kind of get the Nate, a little bit of Nate in there with some of the delivery. The fun thing was I did the joke, wrote it, performed it, kind of refined it a little bit, and then I ran it through AI and let AI generate like a ginger style comedian, because it actually worked out. Like it's obviously AI that like for the guy, but it's like, holy freaking crap, what a cool tool, you know? How come you can't find the Discord and Twitch links? It's all in the same link. It's the LinkedIn/Ginger Prime, and then up at top you'll see the symbols. So you'll see a symbol for Discord, you'll see a symbol for, you know, Twitch, and yada yada yada. And then there's the direct link. Cameron just dropped the direct link for Discord.
Do you have a Discord command?
Yeah, it's just !mark Discord. But yeah, like, and no pressure to do so, but if like anybody has like Amazon Prime and they want to support the content for free, you got Bezos bucks. So if you want to go use those over on Twitch, like it's an awesome and free way to support the content. How funny would it have been if I was like promoting those Bezos bucks and they fell to my death? Oh no, Jeff Bezos, you got me again. Dude, so like I've just been doing my stand-up a little bit more, but like with like everything and how busy I got from like October until like April, like I like that's why I was like, I gave up video games for Lent, and it was that was the easy part, because it was like I just didn't have time to play video games in the first place. So legit, like boom, 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 like so it's been fun getting back into the comedy scene. Captain Galliant with the Twitch Prime resub, dude. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. Let's increase our little member goal. Whoop. That puts us to 10 to 25. Thank you, thank you, thank you. For those who don't know, regarding member goal, for every 25, I gift out 5. And what I'm doing, especially because we multi-stream, whether if you're on Twitch and we hit that milestone, I'll gift it out to Twitch. If you're on YouTube, I'll gift it out onto YouTube. It's really whoever gets us over that milestone. Ooh, treasure. Big treasure. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right. Whew. I'm very high up right now.
Don't fall.
I know. Oh no. Yeah. That coconut ceiling blast.
Bastard.
Put the lime in the coconut. Papa needs some rings. Come on. Dude, Greg, like that's like my last run, you know, the one that was like the furthest before now was it died to get knocked out, getting pushed off a ledge by an enemy, and caught me by surprise because I was just climbing up, and all of a sudden there was an enemy there, and he just did a knockback, and I was like, yep, and that's the ball game. Okay, hello. Huzzah. Okay. There we go. I like to go do the sewers, but the sewers are just as dangerous as well. Alright, let's head back to town real quick. Might have to do some more town upgrades gear-wise. I have pushed the Echo Knight off the ledge to his death in the Crucible, but only happened once, and I don't remember what happened regarding the loot. Oh yeah, I could have, I guess. I thought I did complete one. I guess that maybe that was the looting of the chests. Lagonis with the Twitch Prime sub. Thank you, man. I really appreciate that, dude. And I hope you enjoyed the emotes and all the little perks that Twitch gives you. Boom. Takes us to 11 of 25. All right. Let's see here. Radiant Star. He deals 20. Yeah, I guess I could re-roll that. Do I have any more embers? Not many, or none, apparently. I thought it showed me getting some. Huh. Go ahead and buy these. Okay. Oh, that was you. Okay. Thanks, Wicked Builds. All right. Need copper and need iron. Well, some iron. Max health, physical damage, no. Parry, stamina, item weight, max health. Physical damage. Literally have pants that have nothing on them. All right, let's play. Generate health in combat, sure. Armor, no. Take that. And focus in combat. Oh, mama. Let's go. Okay, cool. little bit better, a little bit better. Oh, I almost made it to from the I bet he's in the oh, he's in the Nameless Pass. Okay. Maybe I can go take him out. And then, oh, the witch. All right. I'm gonna do rats and raiders. I might go take him out and see if I can't get another healing item. It's interesting because it's like if I wasn't a hardcore, it'd be like, all right, I'm just gonna go in any direction I want. Now I'm like having to feel like a little bit more strategic about it. The poise in hardcore, it only rolls on blue gear, and the higher the poise, the less likely you get knocked around. Very cool.
I'll talk to you later, Brian. I'm wiped from the weekend, so I'm probably gonna go to bed.
Yeah, man, go get some rest, dude.
See you later.
See ya. I've already learned it. Yeah, I'll let you know, Galleon. That'd be so much fun. All right, let's see how we fare. Come on, jump down. Thank you very much. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. Lender says, hello, just wanted to say thank you very much for your work and keeping us updated on this beautiful game. Can't wait to play co-op with a friend. Dude, I can't wait. I'm mathematically budgeting still for like late July, August, September kind of time frame for the multiplayer. Just met with Thomas. We have an interview, an exclusive one that might go up tomorrow, assuming all the edit, no issues with the edit. Yeah, tons of stuff. So patch number 1, they're targeting obviously Steam Summer Sale, which would be roughly 10 days from now, give or take. It doesn't necessarily mean it'll start with Steam Summer Sale, but having that happen pre Summer Sale would be a nice little marketing kind of push to get more people checking it out. Then beyond that, they're going to call it, well, at least the tentative name is the Breach Refined. And so yeah, and I like that naming updates. I feel is a pretty good practice regardless. About to go get me a drink of water if we can take this guy out one way or the other. Woo, woo. Move, 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 move. Ah, missed him. All right. Woo. Okay. Took out his buds. He seems like he's not going to chase me right this second. Co-op Higgins, or excuse me, the Diggins. There's not an announced date, and they're not ready to share it, so I didn't get the like the raw date. But timeline-wise, they're trying to hit 2 to 3 months for the really big milestone updates. Patch number 1 is really in response to all of the feedback, some of the bigger things they can handle. And so then they're already working on multiplayer. In fact, have it up and running in their dev environment. So the good news is that it's just a function of them cooking. Got him. All right, give me that I-core, baby. Heal. There we go. This mace and a freeze to it. Woo, baby. Oh, witch. Cleric rod. Yeah, absolutely. This giant mace. Awesome. There we go. Oh. More ore. So this is where the cool kid is saying. Did you change your Twitch name? Yeah, got that open now. That's what I wanted. I was like, wait a minute. I got more pathways to open up. Go. Yeah, his name back when you use first person shoot. Ah, that makes sense. Yeah, the I changed my name like because it's like with the rebrand that we did when Ginger Prime became like the lead, you know, kind of platform. Because Chris and I worked the game. The like I couldn't get just straight Ginger Prime, so I had to be Ginger Prime TV. And I'm like, ultimately, I'd love to change that to just Ginger Prime or something like that. Alas, I don't know. I didn't contact. I'd have to be like, yo, anybody know anybody at Twitch? I don't think anybody's actually using Ginger Prime. There's also a Ginger Prime on YouTube that's, you know, that has the handle at Ginger Prime. I'm like, oh man. Right. Not even like attempting to knock him back, but there it is. Favorite element so far is ice. I really am digging on the ice. Oh, I could have done a sneak up attack. Brilliant. Drag, thank you so much for the follow over on Twitch, dude. All right, let's. Oh, and Wicked Build, I didn't see that notification. Gave out 1 community sub. Thank you, dude. Let's increase that member goal to 12. Boom. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So yeah. You want to be cool too? I just want people to watch where they want to watch. Twitch does have some pretty cool features though. Dude, level 15, new record. Well, I guess 14 was the newest record, but now we've beaten it with level 15. Started to pull out some Alex Jones. Boom. All right, let's see here. Got more town projects to work on. Yeah, rocking ice and lightning elements. Straight heat for real. Dude, I bet. Like, I've had a weapon that had, like, the lightning on it, and it's like, all right, this is nice. But, man, for, like, being able to legit freeze people right where they're at, like, I'm like, well, this is too good. It's too good. All right, let's go get some pine. What time is it? 8:30. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm gonna go grab a drink of water real quick because I'm a little parched. Lightning's best for fighting crowds. Interesting. You think plague is slept on? Plague is interesting because it's like, I feel like whenever I get plagued, it's like your healing doesn't really count. You're just really, really weakened by it. But yeah. Anyway, sorry. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. What we got? That's right, I got iCore. Let's go unlock that. And then we'll go do some farming. Oh, dude, the build, like you freeze them and then you do that charge shot to like shatter them. It's so satisfying. Yeah, it's gonna be valuable right there. Okay. Nothing there then. What's this guy got? Full focus on damage taken is not bad. Might hold on to that. Maybe open up another weapon slot. Captain Galleon, welcome back, sir. Over on the Twitch and on the Kicks. We hit the level in which we could get monetized, I think, on Kick, but it doesn't let me. I don't. And I don't know why. I'm everywhere. All right, let's see here. Okay, so I did all the bounties, that's good. Just realized Wicked left a while back. Oh, okay. Oh, from the Twitch chat, gotcha. I was like, what? Color me confused. Someone's saying that they hope they like add in housing to Merriam Village. It'd be really cool if you could also do some upgrades to Merriam as well, like more things to kind of invest in. Dragon says, was waiting on a response to my question about plague element on weapons from Wicked. Wicked builds, are you still here? Awesome. Yeah, Drag, what was your question? Maybe Wicked can help, and honestly probably help me. Oh, sweet, cool. Yeah, it's so much easier if you're in Discord. It feels way more like couch co-op than anything else. Well, howdy.
Hello.
Howdy, is this Wicked Builds? It is! Welcome to stream, man. Thanks so much for your support, but also just keep up making that great content, dude.
Hey, no problem, man. It's my pleasure. It's the least I can do after all your shout-outs and all the subscribers that are coming my way.
Dude,
I was gonna just answer him quickly, because I actually ended up working a lot on Plague at the start when I was trying to find out like what does it work with and how does
Yeah.
it like how can you make it work. It looks interesting, but the thing that they don't tell you is that it sucks on not two-handed weapons with fast attack animation and weapons that are not made to take advantage of staggering enemies. So
Okay.
that's the main selling point. If you want to use it on any weapon, make sure you use it on a two-handed weapon.
Okay,
because
that's
it
what
gives
it's like.
you
I
a lot
felt
of-
like with the corpse smeared blade, like I get a lot of value out of that. And I was like, all right, I'm not, and I've seen negative thoughts about Plague, and I'm like, well, it seems good here, but that's a good point about the two-handers versus like a, you know, like something like I'm using now with a mace. It attacks pretty quickly.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. Like I tried to actually make it work on daggers.
Yeah.
Like two-handed daggers, and it sucked. I was like, it doesn't do anything. What am I doing? It doesn't add anything. And then I decided to put it on two-hander weapons, and the amount of stagger boost that you get out of it is insane. And because you also build it up faster on those weapons, you end up getting that damage boost from it right away. So you'll see the difference. Just drop it on anything, a two-hander with a slow attack animation on high damage, and you'll see it's a really, I think it's an overlooked element right now because everybody's just going for lightning and everything else.
Yeah,
But it's definitely a good one.
well, that's good to know.
I actually have a build for it on, because I used it on my Scythe on the Hope Shore.
Oh, I haven't even
which are
seen a
like-
Scythe drop. But yeah, do you want to share that out in chat? Like, drop that link.
on Twitch.
Either
I can
side,
do
like
that.
wherever.
Because I don't think you can post links on your YouTube channel.
I think maybe mods can. I don't know. We got it.
No, I'll try
We
to-
had a lot of porn bots at one point. Just like, all right. It's like it's funny because it's like, you know, people talk about it, it's just like, oh man, just constant. Like, all right.
Yeah, trying it on fist weapons like Dragunov is saying, it's not going to work. You're gonna hate it. But as soon as you put it on a two-handed weapon, like a proper two-handed weapon, technically gauntlets are two-handed weapons, two daggers are
Right.
two.
But we're thinking like big great swords, for example, or size.
Yeah. Yeah, Scythes are the best because they actually, I think Scythes are like a cheat code because they attack so fast and yet they're considered, they have like that 30 poise damage to them, I think. So it's just like that. I think Scythes just, they'll break the game once you have plague damage on it, but Hope Shorn in particular, it comes already built in with plague damage, so you don't even need to infuse it if you find it.
Oh, cool. And I reposted that link for those of you over on YouTube. If you're curious and you want to check out the Scythe build, there you go. And be sure to sub to Wicked Builds. Let's get him to 1,000 subs. He is a quarter of the way there. Also, does
post
Plague Shatter
something.
Ice like physical or no?
Plague Shatter Ice? No, it doesn't. Here, actually look at this one. This is a really, really short one. And I think this is like, this is also a cheat code to shatter builds where you don't even have to like switch your weapons to get your shatter.
Go. I'm like so filled up on food. This is great. I want more resources, and then I'll return and try to do upgrades. Dude, I love this mace. It's so good. I could get some elemental runes. So what would be a good rune for my mace? Like, what do you think would be a really like awesome like elemental rune? Or would I want to just focus in on lifesteal?
I put lifesteal on literally everything because it eliminates the need to actually look for food. Right? That's the one thing and one reason why I always have lifesteal on everything, even though you can get like higher damage numbers if you want to. But I mean, I would say that's not really fast like a dagger, but it's also not a slow weapon. So maces are really good. Anything really works on them. You can put lightning on it. You can put burn damage on it. I do wonder if they're actually going to give us some more affixes for physical damage, because if you look at your gear, you can only get physical damage on your gloves.
Yeah.
You can't get anything that boosts it up, whereas like other elements, you can get 2 or 3 pieces sometimes with different elemental boosts.
Yeah, I wonder.
By the way, since your interview is coming up with Thomas, there's like a big discussion going on in forums about how to use XP past your like level cap, and people have these ideas where you can use maybe your XP in order to change your character or get the dies or like some kind of
yeah, we talked about that. We did the interview before the stream.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, so we talked about like that, because like when you attach it to like power progression, it basically creates this like for some people, like there's a real value to it, but for a lot of people it ends up being like, oh, I'm glad that you hit level, cap, but now you got to go grind 1,000 Paragon levels just to, be competitive. So what we've talked about, it's like, yeah, like unlocking other things, but the job system in and of itself will, in a way, like act as a whole major form of progressions where you unlock different jobs and just the progression around the jobs and how you kind of build your character out from there. It sounds truly epic. It really does sound like he's like, yeah, Final Fantasy Tactics did it perfect. Let's go and take inspiration from the tactics system. I was like, awesome. But yeah, honestly, we talked about that, and that's where I was saying like they're calling right now tentatively patch 1. The breach refined, and that it's going to be out most likely here in 10 days or less, because they're targeting it for the Steam summer sale.
Wow, that's big news. You should have kept that for your video. No,
man, I share with you guys. Like, there's bigger stuff in the interview. I'm just like, it's really gonna be great for those of you guys who want, like, yeah, there's definitely some hot scoops there.
When are you releasing?
It should come out. I'm hoping tomorrow. I got everything over to the editor, but it's like an hour and a half at a minimum. So it's pretty meaty. The nice thing about it is it's us as a community focusing in on, like, he doesn't have to like sell the game to people and tell people what kind of game is it. So it's more like an interview focused around like the people who are actively following the game, as opposed to like, and I don't knock him for at all by going on like other channels to promote the game, because like he's able to hit a whole different audience who might not have ever heard of it, for example. So it's like, yeah, with the interviews that we get to hang out and do, it gets to be more hyper fixated on, the things the community is talking about. 'Cause we talked about the EULA update with the subscription, kind of value. And so it was really good to kind of talk about that, because I've seen some people like frustrated or worried that like, oh, they're changing the business model, and it's like, no, that's just the lawyers literally having us put that in there to cover our asses. And it's like, we don't have any plans. Like he's like, I didn't even know it was in there. We didn't read it. The lawyer just sent it and said, make sure that it's included. It's like, okay, all right, fair enough.
I'm really hopeful about this game. The only thing that actually scares me, to be honest, is sort of their ambitions. Because at the end of the day, they're independent right now, right?
Yeah,
so
they
like,
are.
once you start having all these ambitions and you want to do all these things, people don't realize how much development time goes into these things and how much real money you need to invest in order to get to these results that you want to. And I'm just like, I really hope they hit these targets without running out of money, man.
I don't think they're going to run out of money. And the thing about that is, it's like worst case scenario, Microsoft definitely would come in and help fit the bill and get it over the finish line. Like, they have a great enough working relationship. Now, granted, I bet Microsoft would say, yeah, we'll help you out, but where's Ori 3 as well? So it's like, but there's checks big enough to make those things happen, you know? It's like, like, I'm not too worried. Like, it's like, I want them to, you know, I want them to be independent. I want them to make a bunch of money, you know, be as ambitious as they want. But you're right. They're like, there's obviously a runway, but the nice thing is that the game is for sale. And outside of the fact that, like, I get the console strategy because, like, don't really, you know, release it on console when it's done, because then you're going to benefit from the bigger hype cycle of everybody going like, oh my gosh, I've been waiting forever for this, as opposed to like, oh, didn't I play the game 3 years ago? You know.
This thing is gonna sell like hotcakes on console.
Dude,
easy.
Yeah,
Like,
easy. Especially with like everything they've talked about. Like, it's just gonna be something where it's like, I think we'll see the term Wicked like in the future, where it's like, oh, what kind of game is this? It's like, oh, it's like Wicked, you know?
yeah, I remember the first time I saw it, I'm like, this can be like a little personal MMO.
Yeah, it's a really interesting way to kind of think about it.
Especially if they do end up getting the co-op running, and I'm worried about PvP, like how unbalanced it's going to be with some of the mechanics that are in here, like freeze and shatter. But can you imagine just like getting frozen and shattered over and over again?
Oh, dude, I think that'd be rage-inducing, probably, right?
I know, like I think it's going to be a clown show for a bit until they get things sorted out and balance things out. Balancing PvP is a whole different ball game on its own.
Co-op, I think, is going to really help Trip. Like you say, it's going to help really kind of help the game grow a lot. And I agree, because at least I see it in my comments a lot. Like, co-op, like I'm ready. Me and my friends are ready to play. When's co-op drop? It's like, yeah, it's coming. It's coming.
Yeah, co-op is going to be big. Even just being able to just share stuff with your friends, you know, like, sometimes you have a huge stockpile of things and your friend's like, I've been looking for this weapon for the longest time, I can't get it. You're like, here, just have one of mine.
Yeah. All right. Need more pine. Oh yeah, and absolutely, it's gonna, I think, you know, sharing with the community, being able to jump in, play together, do all kinds of crazy stuff. I think that's gonna also help the community, you know, what's the term, congeal, where it's like, all right, cool, hey, look at us doing this stuff. Yeah, it's interesting. It's my own personal MMO. Like, it's an MMO without being an MMO.
Without having to worry about subscription fees, having like 20 people in order to finish a raid.
Microtransactions that make you just like all people do is like, I'm just gonna go buy the thing that I want and get the look that I want, and it's like, oh yeah. That's why I struggle. You know, I'm not necessarily pro transmog system, namely because it's like it kind of takes away the chase, but I get finding a cool piece of gear and saying, hey, yeah, I'd like to, you know, update my look. And so it's like, man, it's kind of this interesting balance.
Yeah, I'm on the fence with that too. I don't know if I like the idea of transmogging, because like you said, it takes away from the chase. I kind of like being short on that one item and you're like, I want to get it.
Yeah.
Keep going at it. But then there's a lot of, like, this has always been a thing where people like asking for quality of life things where they don't really want to spend too much on things. So it's tricky how they want to deal with it, because the audience is also so diverse. You don't have like that MMO audience here only. You have people who play MMOs, and you have Souls people, you have ARPG people. I think they should just give everybody whatever they want and put it in the custom realm things.
The custom realm things is the solution, because it's like, oh, we want to turn this into a survival, action RPG. Oh, we can, because now we're gonna add that to our custom realms.
I really hope that there's going to be at least one option called Wicked as it's meant to be played. Like just what they wanted to give us, right? Like remember, I'm sure they have had their own vision, and obviously feedback from players has been helpful in just making the game more appealing to everybody. But I would like to really see that be like, this is how we wanted you to play the game. This is how hard we wanted it to be.
Basically, what we know right now is that they're adding in 3 realm tiers, and so those, like, it's going to be kind of basically like, I'm here for the story, probably how it is right now, and then like okay, y'all want to go, let's go kind of mindset. So, but that's like just like realm tiers, which is in patch 1, is just the starter of what's to come with custom realms and everything like that, which is gonna be really fun. Oh, and thanks guys for the 29 likes on the YouTube stream. I didn't have my thing situated, so I wasn't able to see that. Thank you guys. Don't fall, don't fall, don't fall, don't fall. He's not gripping it. I'm not gonna risk it. Like, my guy did not decide to grab onto the vine.
It's like enemy number 1 in hardcore, falling. Oh yeah, falling.
It's gonna be neat to see how falling feels with the update as well, because we know that they're changing the algorithm in terms of how damage you take, etc.
I think one of the reasons why they boosted the fall damage to begin with is because they didn't want people to start going to these areas they're not supposed to go, because pre-breach you could go into a lot of places and just look at things.
You're like, oh hey.
There is this one bug though that will come out of the Crucible, and it's only happened to me once, where you will basically become invincible and you cannot die. And then what you can do is, if you come out, and I'm waiting for it to happen to me so I can come out and fall and jump into Kalen. See if I can go around it.
That'd be sweet, dude.
So right now there's like proximity mines on that thing. If you go and like just barely close to those edges, it just blows you right up. They're like, nope, we don't want you to see what's down here.
Yeah, nothing to see over here yet.
Have you played Bloodborne?
No, I haven't. I've been hearing like every PlayStation showcase is a wish list for Bloodborne.
Oh man, I think like Bloodborne is just in a category of its own, but I really get that Bloodborne design feel when I look at Kalen's from a distance.
Nice.
We don't know what it's like exactly, but like, I'm like, yeah, this is Bloodborne-y.
Your inventory is full. Arg. It'd be cool to see Thomas play the game the way he wants to see it played. That'd be, oh dude, that'd be a really cool stream. That's my biggest complaint with legacy gaming media. Is like, it's shifted, guys. Like, nobody trusts you. Like, you don't stream your game. So it's like, yeah, like, I get that, it's like, I think people go to streamers more for like their thoughts on the game, as opposed to like what a review is, and people use reviews as some kind of point scoring system.
I think the last time I watched a review was back when Game Trailers was on YouTube.
Dude, wow. game trailers is not on YouTube anymore?
I think it changed to something else. I don't know. I haven't seen them in a long time. They used to be really big back then when they first started doing the video reviews. That was back when IGN would still just do written reviews. So
yeah, many things has changed. Like you're seeing, you know, more of the content creators that I followed. Oh, ring. All right, hold on. How do we? The like Destin, like he's now independent, which is like, yeah, I was like that. I'm surprised he didn't go independent sooner.
Oh, Darksiders 2 was an absolutely beautiful game too, Dragonov. I do see it now that you mentioned it.
Let's see here. Need to go sell some stuff, maybe. Trying to make sure I got plenty of pine so that way I can get more of these upgrade things rocking and rolling. Need to do some weapon upgrades as well. And then maybe we'll go try to tackle the sewers.
I was thinking about starting a series, playing the game just in your starter tethered armor to see how far I can get. But I
like as a hardcore character or like just a regular character?
Just a normal character.
Nice.
See how far it's going to be. Because I actually found out the other day you can enchant those. And I ended up getting a plagued version of both. So I'm like, really cool.
Dude, Trip, that feels accurate. He says, I love how this game. His name is No Rest for the Wicked, because for real, I'd be getting no rest. No, it's like, yeah, I think there's been plenty of time. Like, I don't even know how many hours I'm at now. And it's like, again, like, I know my game time is restricted. Where's Steam? There's Steam. Where are we at? Before starting, I'm at 215 hours. And I was like, that's awesome. That's only going to keep going up from here. I think this is easily a 5,000 hour game. For me, especially when it gets released. But hold on to that. My masterwork, that bad boy.
Did you get any idea what sort of release date they're looking at? Maybe a year from now? Or
so, I didn't ask that namely because that's not a question that they're ready to answer. So I didn't want to like waste the time like on things that it's like we know they're not going to sit here and tell me the release date. I'm still estimating sometime in 2026, but we'll know more as the updates become more predictable. So like I said, for multiplayer, I'm predicting like late July, maybe August, September. If it's in like no later than October in my mind, but I do think they're going to hit that like 2 to 3, kind of month cycle for the bigger updates. And that will kind of coincide with, naming the update and marketing, a little bit of marketing behind each one to regenerate, interest and discussion. And so when you think about that multiplayer, let's say it's in August, hypothetically, I don't have special information. This is just dev brain thinking here. So we have August, then September, October, like November could be the Sacrament update. And that'd be really kind of cool going into Christmas. Marketing wise, they could kind of make an announcement at the Game Awards, for example, so you could get a bunch of eyeballs on the game at that point. So bang for your buck, they could have a pretty good reach, because then you already have multiplayer. You have the Sacrament update, which isn't just about the features in Sacrament, but it's just like a real systems pass for all of these things. And then they could talk about the combat update, Combat 2.0, which I think essentially that's when you're looking at maybe March or April. And so we do know there's going to be a long gap between, kind of the pre-update to release to 1.0. But we don't yet know if there's still other like milestone updates between then and now. So let's say, it's, March or April of 2026 for the Combat 2.0 update, testing, refining, kind of working through that. They could easily, you'd be looking at maybe August or September to release 1.0 before the big holiday games come out and steal a lot of the air in the room. So that's my timeline right now that I'm working off of. So we will see if there's any truth to it over time.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense. I also wonder how big the map is going to be eventually when they release the whole thing.
They've showed it. So they've showed the full map of the island of Sakura. And this is, again, an island, not like the mainland, which I think we're going to the mainland and what follows up the story later, you know? So time will tell. It's going to be cool.
All right, Brian, it was great hanging out with you.
Dude, thank you so much, man.
That was great information, too. So
Yeah.
about 10 days or so we're looking at. Hopefully they're not going to wipe our stuff.
No, we won't be getting like the next wipe literally should be 1.0. That's what their goal is with it, with wipes. However, like I still like hold on that it's like it is possible that one of the big updates, not multiplayer, but combat 2.0 they might be like, guys, we made so many changes. It's impossible to migrate everybody's data. Not impossible, just like it's not worth the effort or something like that, because the work is like, well, we have to delay the patch by 3 months just to do. It's like, okay, yeah, people will be fine with releasing it, but doing that and then if they followed it up with 1.0 with another wipe, I think that'd be very, very tiresome, and so you wouldn't get the engagement in the 2.0 combat update that you want. But I don't anticipate another wipe for at least a year and a half. But we'll see.
Right,
we'll see.
Hope you're right. I was just thinking, because
We will see.
I don't want to lose all the stuff that I've accumulated. I want to make so many different builds, and
Dude,
if they're
yeah.
just gonna go and wipe everything.
You're way ahead of me. So I'm like, yeah, let's I kind of just chip away at everything, you know, chip. Boom, trip. See if they there it
Tripanocto
is.
super chatted $4.99. Thanks for all you do. We appreciate all the work and effort that you
All right,
put into
everybody,
this game
hopefully
and
we'll see
getting
you in the next
information out
stream
to the
or
public.
the next video
Thanks,
with the
Wicked.
updates.
And
See ya.
yeah, dude, thanks for hanging out. And then Trip, again, thank you so much. Keeping the streams ad-free for everybody over here on YouTube. I really appreciate that. Be sure, guys, if you're here in the live, hit that like button on his super chat. That's always really nice. One of the cool things I like when I see the super chats on the bigger streams, like it's people can do replies, and so you end up kind of having like a super chat that kicks off like a little discussion, and visibly it ends up being pretty cool. So man, thank you, Trip. Freaking legendary, dude. I think you're also on the board. You are. Sweet. Down there at the bottom. Thank you. All right. Let's keep upgrading this bad boy. Yeah. Oh, and now I need iron. Iron. Okay, great. I think he sells iron. I think maybe the vendor also sells it. Yes, perfect. Buy these anyway. Do I have a silver axe at all? What do I got? Iron, pine, iron. Yeah. Perfect. All right. Get this loom rocking and rolling. Now I'm out of armor shirts. Oh, 1 second. I gotta rearrange my windows. There we go. And bada bing, bada boom. So close. So close. We're in the pantry. I gotta get some iron ore now. Cool. Wait for some of this iron, and then what we'll do is we'll do a giveaway because it is past 9 o'clock, and for those of you who don't know, I get pretty tired, and I think it increases the risk in which of dying can and will occur. Let's see here. So we're gonna let this iron finish. I'll see if I can do some few little upgrades, and then we're gonna give away a copy of the game. Bada bing, bada boom. All right, Mark over on Instagram joined. I don't know how Instagram works. It looks like legit, like it is on the starting soon screen, but unsure how that's functioning. Let's see here. All right. Two more iron ingots. I wonder if any are for sale over here. No, just copper. The Trip asks, hey, will you ever do a co-op player with people in the Discord once it comes out? 100%, dude. Like, that's the majority of gaming. That's really why I stream. Like, it is about playing with you guys. I don't know if anybody... One of the things that was most shocking about becoming an adult is just like how hard it is to find friends. Because it's like, yeah, everybody's kind of really busy. We're all in our own thing. Nice thing about gaming is like, hey, I'm playing. And it's just, I always kind of view going live as a giant text to everybody, be like, yo, who wants to play a game? And the only thing is that with Wicked, we don't have the ability to play together right now. That will soon change. And yes, so be a part of the Discord trip, and anybody else who has not, top link in the description will get you to Discord, to Twitch, to wherever. Like, you'll see that I put out a lot of stuff. I do think I need to update because we did rebrand the podcast to the Gaming Roundtable, and thank you guys so much, all y'all who've subscribed to the Gaming Roundtable. I think that link is also in the description. If not, it's in the description of the video. So if you guys are looking for like a live podcast show or a roundtable about what's going on in gaming, we are live every Friday at noon. I won't be here this Friday because I'll be out of town, but the show will go on with the rest of the roundtable. And yeah, I'm just an open invite, trying to get, I need to tell people about it more. How are we looking? 7, 6, 5. Man's best friend is the blade. Excellent. Perfect. All right, more power. I wonder what other, like if I have any runes that I can slot in for other skills here. I guess I could do a healing aura. Oh, that's a gem. I don't want to do a gem on that. Not yet. I want a lifesteal. Wellspring heat enchantment. Nah. None. No to none of that. To any of that. Eliminate might be a nice thing. Ooh, healing over time as well. Thinking about taking eliminate. In the patch, we'll have a special thing. I'm just gonna do one because we'll be able to slot those all in to our utility belt. Cool. Hey, what's up, James? How you doing, dude? All right. I think that's what I got. Let's give away a copy of the game. If you're on the YouTube side, make sure you put in Wicked for the command. Currently, I have 6 entries, and you got to be here to claim the prize. And that's just it. This will be a game key code, so you guys can use it how you see fit. If you have a friend that you want to play for, you want to give to and get them in, especially with the co-op update coming out. Yeah, lots of good stuff. So just to reiterate who I've got in the running, we got Bruto, Cell, Sasman, Wicked Builds, Dreg, and Ziz. So I'm going to give you guys a minute. Again, type in the exclamation mark Wicked to get entered into this giveaway. Hopefully we'll do it. So James, if you haven't got a copy of this game, there it is. There it is. Thank you for jumping over here. Put that code in. Why is it not showing you up? Trying to, there you are. You're on the board now, James. Now we got 7 people. Damn good odds, guys. 7 people. And especially if they haven't been here, if they entered in and then dipped out, they might not win. All right, we got Lazy. Lazy is on the board. Thank you, Lazy. All right, we'll give it a minute or two. Hoo-ah! I kind of like morning streams just because I have way more energy. All right, let's see here. All right, Kronos, you're on the board. We got 9 entries. See if we can get to 10 entries before I roll. I'll give you guys one more minute. The jump to multiplayer is going to be so epic. Agreed, Lazy. Freaking agreed, dude. It's going to be interesting because, like, playing game like a hard game with friends can end up being much easier, right? Like, oh, I want to play a healer or something like that. Like, yeah, you'll be able to start building out and speccing out for like interesting options. Closing out the Discord. All right, it's been a minute. Let's roll this thing. Lazy, coming in clutch, dude. All right, Lazy, jump into Discord and we'll verify that it is in fact you, and then I'll hand you a code. Congratulations, sir. Ba-da-da-da. All right. All rats. Don't worry, Drag. We'll keep giving them away. Keep doing giveaways. Right now that you know, it's been kind of quiet, you know, because it's like, yeah, most of the people, the hype came, people played, and you know, people go on and play other things. Natural. It's like, yeah, unless you get somebody like me who's just weird. It's like, oh, one game. That's what I want to play. Yeah, like, I think there's going to be real good opportunities for y'all. All right, cool. Lazy. So top link in the description will get you to the Discord. Shoot me a DM and then I'll just give you a code, or like I'll give you, like, type this in chat so I can verify that the DM in fact came from you. And then once I confirm who you are, then I'll just DM you this this code. Bada bing, bada boom. An update to Discord. Yes, be sure to have your Discord updated, y'all. Also, be sure to, like, if y'all want, make sure you friend me on Steam. My Steam code is in the description. So right now I'm using just a code because it's easier. It's been difficult trying to find people that I could actually give to, because Steam doesn't let me, like, buy codes, and you know, it'd be nice if they did, though. Oh, goodness. Get this ore over here. Need more iron. Dude, I'm feeling really good. Hardcore level 15. So we're halfway to level cap. Having a good, I honestly think this is a really daggum good run. Oh, wow. I'll never believe how it ended. I'm going to say falling to your death. It's like, that's a bet I'm willing to put money on. And thanks again, guys, for the Prime subs. Wicked gifting on a sub. Gungalis, I think that's also Wicked, their other account, or maybe they changed the name mid, whatever. Using their Prime sub. Captain Galliant with their Prime sub as well. PMS Jordan with the 50 bits, and then Tip with the $5 super chat. Thank you. Yeah, that's how it's gonna happen. Yeah, man. And thanks for hanging out, dude. I saw you post a picture of your drink over in there. And James with a community gifted sub out. Thank you, sir. That is so generous of you. That takes us to 13 to 25, baby. Appreciate y'all so much. so much, dude. I don't know who got that gifted sub, but hopefully somebody who's here. You don't get the, like, Twitch is so aggressive with the ads. The nice thing is I can turn them off on YouTube. YouTube's like, all right. What I would like to see YouTube though is like just, like open it up to members. A lot of people, like, I have YouTube Prime, so it's like, or premium, whatever. So it's like, we don't get ads, which is just great. I remember I was like on YouTube and I wasn't signed in or something. I was like, man, what are all these ads? It's like, ugh. All right, still waiting on Lazy's DM. Oh, there it is. I want to go see a chiropractor. Ugh. Yeah, dude. I want to see a chiropractor because it's like, like, if nothing else, I definitely like want to see him for my birthday next month. I might also like. Here's a thought I've been having for those of you who are like interested in this discussion, just as a general, kind of thought process of bubbling, my mind, is that my birthday, I'm a July birthday, Leo, woohoo, we're the best. But I was thinking about making like July kind of like trying to figure out a member drive kind of month. And we got like membership on YouTube that's like starts at $2.99, $3, something like that. Yeah, let me know if there's like a kind of a thing or an interesting goal that you guys would like to see. Cause July 1st, freaking drag, dude. July babies. And Captain Galleon's birthday's next month too. How many birthdays we got in July, guys? But I'm open for any kind of suggestions of something that would be kind of a fun member goal. Let's see here. YouTube wise. Let's see here while we wait for Lazy's DM. Current members on YouTube, we got 27. All right, it's higher than I thought, so that's really nice. Looks like William is our newest member, joining at the Prime Starter, that $3 tier, which is wonderful. So anyway, if y'all have any ideas or stuff like that, happy to entertain it. I don't want to be too overly aggressive in the videos, etc., because but y'all support directly goes to paying Jack, the editor. Let's see here. Lazy. Discord's still bugging. Are you on X at all, Lazy? Like, I'm just trying to find a way to confer, like, because I can't, like, I don't know why. It'd be great if YouTube let me just send you a direct message. I guess they did at some point back in the past, and that just got to become problematic. So do you have any other way that we could sync up and I can get you this key? I mean, at the worst case scenario, you could shoot me an email and then I could reply to your email with, like, put this in chat and then have it, make sure that it is you. So I'm game for whatever. Discord just ended up being has been the most convenient. Okay, you got X and Instagram. What's your X? Lazy. And if you can't put it in chat, that's fine. Let's see here. Steam. Are we friends on Steam? Yeah, we can do Steam. Steam DM. Got a friend request from Carshell, but what's your Steam name if we're friends? If not, send me a friend request. And then just let me know that's you. I'm gonna type in Lazy. Just Lazy Raven. There's a friend on my list called Just Lazy Raven. Yeah, I hit you up about effigy mission. Okay, so you're Just Lazy mission, correct? Just want to confirm. It's like, oh no. Yeah, Ginger Prime said he was doing a giveaway and he gave it away to somebody else. I just shot you, or Just Lazy Raven, a DM. And if you wouldn't mind confirming in the chat, in the stream, just make sure. Sorry to be so paranoid. I just. Ah, yes, thank you. Here is your code, sir. We did it. We gave away another copy of the game. I hope whoever you're going to hand that out to enjoys the game as much as we all are. And beyond that, guys, thank you so much for hanging out. I really hope we'll have the full interview up for with Thomas for you guys tomorrow. And I look forward to y'all's thoughts and feedback. And I'm sure that's going to kick off some fun discussion. So yeah, thanks guys for being here. And if you watch this as a VOD and you made it all the way to the end, thank you so much. I mean, it really means a lot to me, the support and whatnot. So outside of that, guys, I wish you guys all the absolute very best. And again, I think we'll have the video tomorrow, and then most likely you won't see me until next week, just as a heads up. So thanks so much for watching the content and the support, and hopefully I'll see you guys on the next thing. But until then,